Hello, I'm Craig Bradley, the Executive Director of AO Lab, and we've been working on some interactive Bible experiences on the web that are prototypes of things the whole Christian community can make together, or at least attempt to. Our goal is to figure out what it looks like for the body of Christ to unite in making experiences that other Christians can adapt and use for any godly purpose. So if you're a church making a Bible lesson, why not make an interactive Bible lesson that any church can then benefit and use if they have internet access? And these things also work offline as well, but I won't get into that right now. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the things we've been working on just so you can kind of get a sense of what sorts of experiences are possible, I suppose. So here we have a Bible that kind of rains down the books of the Bible, and I can show it from the Tanakh arrangement of the Bible. So the Old Testament is arranged differently here, or move it back to how it was, or show the Bible over time. So here I have a timeline of the Bible where if I click on a different book, it will show me what year it was written. And these are just prototypes, but these interactive experiences at least show what sorts of things are possible and can give us ideas of stuff we could make on our own. So we are also working on new ways to have a feel for interaction as users work on using these sorts of things. So here I have a Bible that kind of has a marshmallow feel to it. If you click on a book, it expands and kind of, this is just random text, of course, but the idea is just to start playing with the feel of a squishy substance that we can use to make interactive experiences. And this all works in virtual reality and augmented reality as well. But we're just playing with these ideas and starting to figure out what sorts of paradigms work and what doesn't. We're working on an interactive sprite test so that people can explore the Bible as a 2D character. The reason why this is very, very exciting is because here I just have a Paper Mario stand-in, but soon, in the next couple of months, I can't say when, it's up to other organizations to do this, but soon it'll be possible for AI-generated art that is just sprites that we could use in an animated character like this. And you could imagine a 3D or 2D Bible character that you can walk the Bible with, and if it's just images, it's going to load fast and hopefully it can still look good, and you can explore these sorts of 3D worlds of the Bible, perhaps. We're working on some new Bible sandbox tools to play with Bible concepts and to create new Bible content on the web. So here I can pull out a book of the Bible and load this, only has one chapter here. I'll pull out the Psalms, which has a bit more. I can load these chapters and have the books follow me around and embed new media. So for example, if I'm going through Chronicles, I might have a timeline or maybe a rendition or a rendering of the temple, perhaps. All sorts of 3D interactive content is possible in this environment if we can create it or have it made. So this is just early prototypes, but it does show the potential and the promise, and I can of course erase content as I go. More to come there in the future. And then we're working on some initial character tasks so that you can walk the same diorama that you saw here. But here you can walk it as a character, and you could imagine, instead of this little cube, you could imagine being a sprite of some kind, or some kind of Bible character perhaps, or just a character in ancient times, and you can explore the land of the Bible and dive into the books. This is all just proof of concept. Expect everything that you're seeing change in some very major and significant way, but it is at least a start. And I would now like to take you through who we are. This is kind of just some of the things we've been working on, but why have we been working on them? How are we accomplishing this? Who are we? Those are the questions hopefully you're mildly interested in knowing the answer to. We are AO Lab. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, and we're reimagining the Bible on the web, as I've mentioned. Everything we make is 100% free use. We make biblical tools and experiences that any Christian can use for any godly purpose, and other organizations can improve upon them, modify them, and hopefully share them back with the larger Christian community so any other organization can use them as well. Our finances are public. We don't have much resources And if we have more resources, we'll use it to cover basic costs and then pay passionate Christians in our community who want a little bit of income to give them time to focus on these sorts of projects. That will be a main use of our resources in the next couple of months if we have extra. You are family. You are a part of the body of Christ, I'm assuming, because you're watching this. So that means you're a brother or a sister, and we want to go on this journey with you. This is not us telling you how things are going to be. Our goal is for this to be a dialogue and a conversation, and for this to be very invitational. But since right now there aren't many people helping us with this work, we're just making decisions and moving forward and knowing that we can extend wider opportunities to bigger crowds of people in the future as people have interest. So this month, we did a lot of interactions tests to see how things can look and feel, and we really came away with a good material design principle, I think, of weightiness and marshmallowiness for making interactive experiences. That's going to be a good design principle in the future for making tangible digital experiences that are fun to interact with, but have this sense of presence and kind of unreality, but reality all at the same time. We figured out a new way to explore content on the internet that I'm going to call dimension walking. I don't know that I demonstrated that for you here, but let's say I want to dive into a biblical concept deeper or go up into the Bible. Here there could be on this layer of the Bible, there could be perhaps sermons or content from historical Christianity, or I'm making something up, but let's just say archaeology about these subjects. And so I could walk across this invisible dimension and step into a new dimension on the internet, where I can then explore that content in virtual reality or augmented reality, and then walk back into the dimension I came from and have some new experiences simply by literally exploring the Bible. Or you could imagine walking into a dimension about a specific book of the Bible or a person. There's all sorts of things we can do with it. So that's a fun tool to have in our tool belt. We worked on the sprite characters that you saw, and I want to elaborate on that a little bit more. It's very important that we figure out ways to create content that are performant, which means it runs on any device or any device that has web access at least. And even the cheap devices, that's very important to reach a wide audience. Hopefully it can be as appealing as possible to as wide of a range as people as possible. And if it can be AI generated, we can really supercharge this whole movement and allow other ministries or just interested individuals to modify this content very easily and very cost effectively. So that's why we're trying to make the content the way we're trying to make it. Big news. Next, probably this month, we have an AI update coming. That's not a promise. It may be longer, but it's very exciting. John, who was a wonderful guy behind Fetch.Bible, they're a wonderful ministry if you want to support them. They have hundreds of translations of the Bible in many, many, many different languages. And we have our own API that we've been working on for quite some time that's very useful. And soon we'll be able to add much of John's work into our API, which is going to be a big step forward. Soon we'll be able to publish content with our upcoming record system, which simply means we'll be able to make something that I can provide you a link, and you can click on that link and you can experience it. Up until now, we haven't shared a bunch of our work because we can't, but soon we'll be able to, and I am so excited just to start that process. So soon. We have begun a beginner-friendly Bible study as well every other Thursday. Yesterday was our first meeting, so our next meeting will be not this week, Thursday, but the following Thursday, which would be September, let me look this up. September 14th is when that would be. If you want to join, you're welcome to. I'll show you how to do that very soon. Next month's goals are to find our style. So there are many possible inspirations for our style and our look and our approach. We need to find something that we can just pick and stick to a little bit. And so our next month's experiments are to find ways that we can make content be engaging, look as good as possible, but also be as performant as possible, as I've mentioned. And we're doing some tests right now in that direction. So here's a paper, Mario kind of a feel we were working on. Here's some Monument Valley, which is a video game that's very voxel-based, kind of a feel there. These are just some art tests. It's not going to look quite this good because this is AI-generated art and this is not interactive. This is just an image, but we're going to start prototyping these sorts of things to see how good can we make this look without eating up device battery or device compute. So our inspirations are there, but there may be more. If you are an artist and you are passionate about interactive content, now is a really, really good time for you to hop into this community and help us figure out how we can make things look good and also be fast to load. So next month, we're also going to start working on interactive vignettes. What that is going to be, I don't know. Got a lot of ideas, but we'll figure that out as we go. And then we're going to have a highly performant web-based collaborative Bible beta ready for testing. So this is a beta. Make that in big, bold letters. And then we'll have hopefully a beta of the Bible Sandbox tool for people to start playing with biblical concepts and ideas. That may not be finished this next month. Both of these projects may take longer, but very soon we hope to be able to share that with you. And that's the monthly update. I guess we've covered everything for this month. So I did say I will show you how to join the community or the Bible study if you'd like. So if you go to the website, this is a long link to the website, but if you go to helloaolab.my.canva.site, we're using Canva because it's free and it cost me no money to make this. If you go down to the very bottom, you can click this community site button, and this launches the community site where you can learn about us, learn about the experiences we're making, join the Bible study, or join the Discord community. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you again for your interest, just for watching this video, and I would really appreciate your prayers for the whole team as we seek God's will and, more of that, I guess. Happy Labor Day, and God bless.